Merhaba Gamer Ömer takipçileri. Hogwarts'ın yeni bölümüne karşınızdayız arkadaşlar. Biraz önceki videoda maalesef bir sıkıntı yaşandı, o yüzden o güzel uçuş maceralarımızı kaydedemedim. Şu anda bu bölümden devam edeceğiz.
Hey you, Gryffindor.
Burada
Imelda Reyes? Albie Week sent me.
Did he now? Still tinkering with his broom upgrade, no doubt. I tried to help him once. He nitpicked my flying technique, and that was the end of that. The nerve. Why is he roping you into his broom testing silliness? You've barely started flying from what I know. Caught wind of you showing off in flying class with Clopton.
kıskanmış gibi.
Seems someone's jealous of my skills on a broom.
Me, Slytherin Quidditch captain, jealous of you. Everyone knows that class is only for beginners, troublemakers, and bumbling baboons. But for some reason, now people think you're competition. Ugh, I can't be having that.
Perhaps I am competition.
You're not even Slytherin. Could be a useless squib for all I know. Enough of this. Only one way to find out who's the better flyer. I hold one of the fastest times on this course. Let's see if you can beat it. Slytherin versus Gryffindor.
Uh-oh. Olay başladı.
Actually, why not? I can beat your record.
I'm so looking forward to seeing you lose.
Yani. Hemen öyle demeseydik. Daha yeni alışıyoruz biz.
Made it. Brilliant. Success. This'll take some getting used to.
Bu nasıl kaçırıldı?
Now that's more like it. This is rather fun.
Haydi.
Did it. Good. I've got this.
Evet. Zar zor başardık diyelim.
That's not. You must have cheated.
Evet, ben
Fine.
kazandım.
You won. Don't think this is over. You can't determine skill from one single
tabii, tabii.
trial.
Surely my
Elden
win
Ring.
means something.
You're not terrible, but you're still going to have to prove yourself if you want to earn my respect.
Challenge accepted then.
Perhaps you have what it takes after all. We shall see. But don't get your hopes up. The next course near Irondale offers a much tougher challenge.
Tabii.
You can try to prepare by racing this course again. Just check in at the podium, where the leaderboard is. You can check your time and start the race. We'll see next time if your win here was more than just a fluke. Whilst on an errand for Albie Weeks.
Tamam da ben 2.13
I
yaptım.
suspect Mr. Weeks will be glad to hear how I fared.
1.32. Ruby Veil kimmiş ya? Vay lan vay. Üçüncü yüz. İkinci Little Frenzy. Birinci Ruby Veil. Hadi bir daha yapalım.
Made it!
Gerçekten zorlayıcıydı.
Excellent.
Hadi ya.
Next one. Success.
Başarılı değil ama neresi başarılı bu shit? Haydi. Haydi. 26 oldu ya. Haydi. Lan yürüsene artık. Ah.
Excellent. Made it. This is rather fun.
Hiç de iyi değil. 2 dakika. Bunu 1.37'de bitirmek. Of. Gerçekten sıkıntı. %55'te bitirmek bile mükemmel. Bu mudur yani ha? Neyse. Evet, hadi bakalım.
Oh, you're back! With something to report, I hope?
Mr. Weeks, I was able to set a record on my broom.
Incredible! Miss Ray's must have been shocked. Tell me, how was the broom?
A little turbulent and it's wanting for a bit of speed, but it fared well enough. I will say that it tended to drift a bit to the left on certain turns. Heard a slight swoosh when I dipped.
Oh, thank you. That's precisely what I needed to know. Drifted, eh? I shall get to work immediately. Even the naysayers will be forced to admit that my work's had potential all along.
Why would anyone doubt your ability to upgrade brooms?
Oh, you'd be surprised. People get set in their ways, worry that fiddling with what's working fine will somehow ruin it. Those people don't appreciate the sense of freedom that comes with quality broom flight, nor do they appreciate all that's involved in the creative process. I have a friend in Rome runs a shop like mine, says it's worse there. course, they do nap in the afternoons from what I hear. And where would we be without enhancements? I mean, if Elliot Smethwick had let the naysayers get to him, we would never have had the cushioning charm. I don't listen to them.
I'm excited to hear more.
I have a very good feeling about this upgrade. I guarantee you'll be pleased. Expect to hear from me soon. How to address the issue of altitude as it relates to speed? Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Evet, yeni bir görev için. İhtiyaç odası. Bir odaklanma iksiri. Bu arkadaş odaklanma iksiri mi acaba? Bu Ederus iksiri. Bu odaklanma iksiri işte.
Accio!
Maxima. Maxima iksiri nedir acaba? Maxima ve Ederus. Maxima iksirini daha kullanamıyoruz. Aynı anda kullanılır. Şimdilik bunu yapamam, o yüzden bu görev kalacak. Evet. Bundan 4 tane kalmış. Bu yan görev. Yan görev mi? Ana oyun mu? Bir yan görev yapalım.
What's more powerful than the dark arts? Not even love, I reckon.
Evet.
What are you doing out here?
Challenging you to a game of Summoner's Court. I think it's time you faced a real opponent, outside of Ronan's little lesson in charms class. Summoner's Court isn't just a game. It's a battle of skill. A test of a witch or wizard's mettle. What say?
I'm in. Let's do it.
Brilliant! Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Accio. All in the wrist.
Accio.
Missed the mark a bit on that one. Accio. Nothing to it.
Aa ben bırak.
Accio.
Niye bırakmıyorum ki ben.
Try to beat that.
Accio!
İşte böyle yapacaktım.
Eh, lucky shot. Wait, did I win? I won! We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
I'm game for another round.
Grand! You could use the practice. Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Accio. All in the wrist.
Accio!
I'll let you have that one. Accio.
Whoa.
Nothing to it. That was one for the ages. Accio. Try to beat that.
Accio!
Ay. Bu kadar olmaz ya.
We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
Ben varım.
I'm game for another round.
Grand! You could use the practice.
Tabii ki gel. Seni yemeden ben geçemeyeceğim burada.
Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Accio. All in the wrist.
Accio!
Not bad. Not bad. Accio. Nothing to it.
Accio!
Canım.
That was one for the ages. Accio.
Ama işte onu nasıl geçireceğim? Çok kötü getirdim.
Try to beat that.
Buraya gelmez.
Eh, lucky shot. Tie game. At least you didn't beat me.
En azından berabere bitirebildik şimdi.
We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
Evet, yanına
I'm game
kadar
for
var.
another round.
Grand. You could use the practice.
Bu adamın
Summoner's
bir topunu
Court.
yok etmem lazım.
The ever-changing game. Accio. All in the wrist. Your move. It's not wizard chess, so don't think too hard about it.
Geldim canım benim, geldim. Dur bakalım şimdi senin işine. Şöyle yapsak.
Accio!
Daha mı sert vurmam lazım?
I'll let you have that one. Accio. Nothing to it. Not bad. Not bad. Accio. Try to beat that.
Ona değecek ya.
Accio!
That was one for the ages. Tie game. At least you didn't beat me.
Bugün gene mi berabere kaldık arkadaş? Evet.
We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
I'm game for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice.
Oyuna takıntılıyım arkadaş.
Summoner's
Kazanacağım.
Court. The ever-changing game.
Hadi bakalım, gel gel.
Accio.
Şöyle bir avada kadavra yapsak. Olsa bizde olmuyor mu ya? Bak bak bak.
All in the wrist.
Accio!
Ne yaptın? Ne yaptın? Aa!
Didn't think you were a match for me. Accio.
Ama yani bu da.
Nothing to it.
Razıyım.
How do you do that? Accio. Try to beat that.
50 puan. Yani. Olursa çıkarmak lazım. Ona çarpar. Ne yapsın?
Accio!
İşte bu kadar. Ama gene beni yendi.
That was one for the ages.
Yok.
Well done.
50 puan.
You beat me.
Evet. Evet. İşte bu kadar.
Bit of good luck, that's all.
Come now, Leander. There's no need for that.
Fine, you're good. Better than I am, at least. I'll let the others know you're good enough to keep playing.
The others?
I lost 7 matches in a row to Samantha Dale. The others who play Summoner's Court thought that if you couldn't beat me, you wouldn't be enough of a challenge.
Chin up, Leander. Keep practicing and you'll get better.
I suppose you're right. I'll let the others know that your metal's been tested, and that you passed.
Biz hep buradayız koçum, her zaman. Haberin olsun. İhtiyat odasını bir halledelim ya artık.
Revelio.
Oh, someone prodded a mimbless
Kusura
Mimbletonia.
bakmayın bayanlar. İşim gücüm var, sizinle uğraşamayacağım. Ulan şuraları bir açarız.
Madame Kagao is getting a bit of an easy run of things. What with Quidditch.
I don't know why.
Hadi bakalım. Niye vurdun şimdi o adama ya?
Revelio.
You're only saying that because you're not very good at it.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that.
Genemiş çocuk ya. Aşık mısın nesin ya? Var mı gene?
Revelio.
İhtiyaç olursa tabii önemli. Rahat koçum, rahat.
Revelio.
It was an accident! You've made your
Hayretler gerçekten.
What do you want? Get away from me!
Revelio.
And a historian's uniform. It was brilliant solving those old treasure maps.
I can think.
Ya ne kedi meraklısı bir yermiş. Herkes kedi seviyor arkadaş.
I tried telling Hector that someone cast Evanesco on my assignment. She said if I didn't get it sorted, I'd be the one getting vanished. Obviously, that's when everything changed.
That's absurd. You could pick any point in history and say that's when everything changed. Because things are changing all the time.
Satrancı.
That's the point of history.
I'd hardly say that's the point of history. It's not as if history's something one can avoid, is it?
Tembel
But
şapkası bu ya.
when you look back at, say, something like the statute, one could argue that 1692 was especially unique.
Yes. And I had a cheese sandwich yesterday. That was the best one I've ever had.
Revelio.
Evet, bir ihtiyaç odasına ihtiyacımız vardı. Hadi.
Professor Weasley? Somewhere away from prying eyes.
İhtiyacı odası.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor.
Vay be, ihtiyaç odası. Dumbledore'un ordusunun kurulduğu yer.
What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident, if ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor.
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you've found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away. Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs. Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on. Where in Merlin's name is that elf?
Elf mi?
Is that... Goodness! My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. I can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor. Revelio.
Şuraya bakmak istiyorum. Geldiğimiz yere. Yanlış anlamazsınız. Sanki bir şey kaçırdık orada da.
Revelio.
Dear me. Can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest.
Pardon. Ay taş.
Revelio. Accio. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
İşte buradasın.
Revelio. Accio.
Gözler niye burada? Beni izliyor.
Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks. Revelio.
An intruder! Stop them! No, not... that's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin!
Ama çok kabasınız.
Revelio.
Buraya bak orada.
Accio. Revelio.
Ne var? Hiçbir şey bırakmaya niyetim yok. Onu söyleyeyim. Biraz budayalım burayı.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Yürüyen eşyasına verelim. Bu tarafa döneceğiz herhalde. Tamam gidelim.
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here? Revelio. What was that? Was that a golden stitch? Accio.
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Levioso.
Hala uçuyor.
Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Revelio. Levioso.
Şu tarafa atlayalım. Lan. Oldu.
Revelio.
Altın sinek bunu.
Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Revelio.
Neredeyse alıyoruz. Aldım.
I hope that house elf can find us in here. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Elf burada.
Yikes! Careful. Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deek will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deek was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deek was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deek is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them, You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed. You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you. Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class. Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds. Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
Can you tell me a bit more about Deke?
He's been at Hogwarts longer than I have, and seems to know its every nook, cranny, and secret. We discovered this room together, when I was a student. Deke has had a good deal of experience, both here at Hogwarts and at a previous post. I shall let Deke tell you more when he's ready. But again, you would be wise to listen to any suggestions he may have.
Can I use this type of transfiguration magic outside of the room?
Conjuring and vanishing are strictly forbidden elsewhere in the castle. We've charms in place to enforce that. It would be exhausting to reverse the errors in both judgment and magic. But the Room of Requirement has its own rules.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
Nothing to identify. For now, at least.
İnferiden alınan hasar azaldı. Bak olağanüstü. Yükseltme kullanmış. Savunması daha iyi. Onun içindeki şeyi çıkartamıyor muyum ya? Yok et derken yani. Karşılaştırdı. Rezalet. Bunlar gelecek de. Ne zaman gelecek? Evet. Evet, yeni yeteneklere bakabiliriz. Ya bunlar zaten var. Karanlık sanatları. Expelliarmus. Gerek yok. Her şey yapıyoruz. O kadar da önemli değil. oğlum biraz. Güzel kaynattım. Güzel kaynattım oraları. Kepçeyi bol yapmış. Kepçesi bol olsun. Çabuk yapın. Hadi bakalım.
You can acquire some by vanishing items here in the room, or you can gather it outside the Hogwarts grounds.
Tamam hocam, bir bekleyin yani. Bir hocam dur ya, kafamızı karıştırdın. Ne yapıyorduk? 2 dakika var. Alacağım, gideceğim. Para deli gibi zaten. Hepsini harcayacağım da sizin için ya. Hadi 1 dakika kalmış. Haydi biraz hızlanalım ama böyle olmuyor hocam. Böyle olmuyor ya.
You have the move. You can acquire some by vanishing items here in the room, or you can gather it outside the Hogwarts grounds.
Bir tane, 3-4 tanelik var. Kesin var. Bunları alacağım. Bunları alacağım. Ben kapanıyorum. Evet. Son 1 dakika. Şunları alalım. Yeni görevimize doğru yola çıkalım arkadaşlar.
Do you have the moonstone? You can acquire some by vanishing items here in the room, or you can gather it outside the Hogwarts grounds.
Evet arkadaşlar, bugünkü bölümde sonuna gelelim. Her videomun sonunda dediğim gibi hoşça kalın. Gamer Ömer'le kalın arkadaşlar.